Hello, fellow self-isolators. So let's have some fun stamping today. So I'm going to start off doing this Get Well Soon card, which uses the Dandelion Wishes set. Okay, so the Coastal Cabana is your base for this card, which is 8.5 by 5.5. The Calypso Coral is the matte, which is 4 by 5 1/4, and then the white piece is 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, so to do this, you just need to cut a piece of scrap paper, and I like to use copy paper, not cardstock, because the cardstock's a little thick and you cannot stamp all the way up to the edge. And I cut this copy paper the same size as my white piece. Actually, this one I cut a little bit bigger. Okay, and then I use a piece of washi tape to tape it down. I've cut the square out of this ahead of time. Now you could use a rectangle, you could use a circle, you could use an oval, it doesn't really matter. Square is easy for you because if you don't have a big shot that can cut this, the shape, you can just use your trimmer to cut a square or a rectangle, anything with straight lines. Okay, and then all you're going to do is stamp into that box. Okay, and then remove your mask. See how easy that is? Fun, fun, fun technique. Okay, so then from there, I'm going to leave that open because I'm going to use it on another card I'm going to show you. Put the Get Well Soon. Make sure I'm not stamping upside down. Put the Get Well Soon on there. Then I just took some of the rhinestones here and placed it in the middle of each of the dandelions. So you saw how fast that went together. I mean, just super, super simple card. Okay, so let's say that you wanted to do the same thing. This time I'm not going to use a mask, or not a mask, a matte, the coral. I'm just going to have the Coastal Cabana base and a white piece for the front. Okay, so I've just got two bases and two fronts here. So I thought that I would use a different shape, which I'm just going to use these nested shapes. Again, I'm going to tape it on here, and I do that, well, you know, so I can make sure that I'm in the center, but also so that it doesn't move while I'm stamping, because that can become a problem. Okay, so if I just put that down, okay, and then I thought it would be fun too to use the negative image from this. So I'm going to take a piece of washi tape, but on this one I can't tape it or that's going to block, so I'll just make a little circle with the tape to put, or the washi tape to put on the back of here, and then I'll put it approximately where I would like it to go. Okay, so again, this white piece of paper is just being used as a mask. So just for a different stamp set, I could absolutely use the dandelions here again, but I thought it might be fun to use the seaside notions. I like doing a lot of tropical kinds of cards, so I'll start out with the sand dollar, and I'll stamp a couple of those. And then on this one, see, I'm stamping outside. On that one, I'm stamping inside. So this could go either way. And then I've got a shell here. I'm just kind of randomly trying to stamp the shapes. Now the thing about doing this with a mask is that you want to make sure that you get a lot right close to the edge. Otherwise, you're not going to wind up with the nice shape. Okay, so let's do another one, maybe this little shell. As long as I'm filling everything up very close to the edge. See, this one I can actually, I mean, I could stamp everywhere all over the white. It would be fine. because I'm leaving the middle think I've got maybe there. I think I want to go back with the, maybe I'll put a piece of coral in there. I just want to make it, it's pretty busy, but that's kind of how these cards work well. Okay, so that one's about filled up. Maybe this one I'll finish around the edges. Okay, so then since I did not use the Calypso Coral for a mat on this one, I might want to just stamp the words in black. But see how that leaves such a cool place? Same with this one. I've just got my shape. Okay, and then I could take on this one if I wanted to just use black. Maybe Thinking of You, I think is what I had already put on the block. I like to just check that and kind of put that right in the middle. And this one I could put it over top of that, but I think I'm going to put it down there in the corner. Okay, so then you can see once that I mount that on my base, look at how quick that card was. And I used the positive image on one and the negative image on the other. So I'm sure that you could easily do this at home. Just take a piece of copy paper, cut it the same size as your piece that you're going to be using here, and use a piece of washi tape or some kind of low-tack tape like painter's tape if you don't have washi tape, and tape that down so that it doesn't move while you're stamping, and then you'll get a really cool shape. So I hope you try this and have a great day.